Alright, welcome back to Crusader Kings. Flying MacGuffin, and let's take a look around. I'm sorry for the abrupt ending last time. I had some technical difficulties. As you can see, it's about a little over a year in the future. The Turks are taking over the place. I think they had started doing it last time, but I don't remember. Nothing major's happened now. Our reputation is down to 0.9, which is good. The situation I kind of want to deal with this time is this guy. He's got far too many of our provinces. Now, we can't control the provinces ourselves, but we want them back to give them to other people. Because this guy has been pretty much our entire trouble. And he's pretty much the reason we can't do any crusades or anything, because I'm afraid he'll break off from having territories so far away and stuff. If we directly take his titles, because he has so many, we'll lose piety for each one we take, and we'll get a reputation hit for each one we take. And I think it's a 0.4 for each of these count titles we take. And then a 0.3 for the bishop title. So that's, or the archbishop. So that's 3.5 there. And then we'll lose piety for each one too, which will probably put us at about, I don't know, like negative 1,000 or something like that, because it's about 100 for each one, and the archbishop is one for each title he holds. And the archbishop is the easiest one to take away. So, I don't think I want to do that. And at most, I'll have it like negative 300. Now, I don't even want to find out how many it is. But if we look at the Pope here, we can see that he's third in line to the Pope. You might be thinking, well, how are you going to get him to be the Pope? Well, there are these two guys in front of him. If we kill them, hopefully, this guy will inherit the Pope. So, I'm going to let our reputation go down to about 0.6. And then I'm going to start murdering guys. Now let's check, see how much it costs. 93 for this guy. And 119 for this guy. Okay, so, and that's based on prestige and how many provinces they hold and stuff. We got enough money to deal with them pretty easily. So basically what we're looking at here is, I don't know, maybe 10 months to drop it down. And hoping we get some more money. Maybe, some of them might die because they're all in their 40s. So that could possibly happen, make our job easier. And I'll keep an eye on it. I'll be back when my reputation is 0.6, or when something else interesting happens. Looks like our kid Tudeg has gained his education. And, well, we can marry him off now, so let's do that. Well, it looks like that guy who hated us but was an awesome marshal is left. And the Kingdom of Poland is attacking Sicily. And we don't want to deal with that. It's good to put Jakey's in charge. He recovered from his depression, so he's at 20, which is great. Oh no, Guillaumarsh. Well, that sucks. Oh well, he served us well. Alright, this event kind of sucks. Says the ruler has health and power in abundance. Then your succession as a legitimate heir. What? It doesn't seem immediate at all. Don't you think you can? Do you think you can wait your turn so long? We could say. A night of unforeseen tragic events often occur. We get the Cavalier gets Kinslayer and Cruel. His piety goes down by 100, and we die. Kinslayer is a very, very bad trait. Everybody who's related to him will get a huge penalty to loyalty. That includes, wives, daughters, everyone, uh, siblings, everyone who's a part of the bloodline will hate him, and everybody else gets a smaller penalty. Plus, our piety goes down, and his piety is at 0, so he'll be at negative 100 and have Kinslayer when he starts. That's not great. We could say, I need someone else doing the dirty job. We get Coward. Our piety goes down by 50, and our gold goes down by 150, and then I have to pick an event from a list. Or we could say, only God will give me the command, and I get Trusting. Now, Trusting is it's a positive trait, but it's a +1 diplomacy and a -2 to intrigue. And intrigue is probably this guy's weak stat. But it's really the only good option. Hopefully he gets some intrigue traits later to kind of balance it out. But right now, I mean, that's pretty bad. We're going to have to make our empire a little bit smaller. He'll probably be at 60% when we die. So, we just have to deal with that when it comes to it. On the plus side, he's now friends with Venice. Oh, I think I figured out what's wrong with Venice. He's crazy. That could explain why he's losing so badly. Alright, we're at 0.6 reputation, as you can see. 0.6. So let's try murderifying a guy. Archbishop Breton Marshbeat established was a cheaper one. So let's try it with him. And we're probably going to lose, let's see, we're at 0.7 or 0.6. So it's 2 bad boy, which is a 0.8. So we'll probably be at 2.2 if we are discovered. And succeeded nor discovered. So we killed him. Plus 100 piety, 100 prestige. 1.4. Okay, yeah, I have my math mixed up. All right, so we're gonna let our reputation burn off again, assuming we did it right. Yep, second in line now. We're gonna let our reputation burn off a little bit before doing it again. Now remember, this may seem like a slow process, but it'll get us, once we succeed in doing all this, we'll get these 6 provinces, or 7 provinces, immediately. So, it'll end up being worth it. So, I'm going to do that. And they're just girls, I don't care. Well, looks like the Turks are down to the last 2 provinces that aren't Acre. They've just gotten this, so they might move into Acre now. Just kind of watch and see what happens. Yep, there goes. That may not be enough guys, but we'll see. Tudig is challenging Charles. Charles isn't even in the province. Let's see if he does any good. Nothing happened. Cool beans. Yeah. Looks like Venice is on its way out of the Middle East. Emma. Oh no, it looks like Cadvalier's wife's dead. That's not good. Okay, let's try to find another wife. Alright, Cadvalier's second wife is a French girl. She's a prodigy, romantic and weak-willed. She's got fairly good stats for not having an education yet. We'll see if she can produce some sons. She's got quite the line, just like her predecessor. Not nearly as deep, but let's hope she does well. Midas touched. Now, not very good because she does not have a good stewardship, but hey, it's a level 4 education, and looks like that's going to be pretty common. It's turning out to be pretty common, at least. So she's not really useful for anything, but hopefully she does her job. Judging from what I'm seeing here, it looks like the King of Sweden is, or at least the duchies, yeah, have declared a crusade, and even Trondelag is gone, or no, the Duchy of Trondelag. So it looks like Sweden itself, or Norway itself, is gone, and Norway is, that's the Duchy of Pax, taking over a bit of stuff, doing pretty good. Scandinavia doing well. Sweden has a bunch of Eastern Europe, looks like. Yep. We'll see how that turns out. Well, this is unexpected. At 36, she's expecting a child. Hopefully it's a son. That'll be nice. She's probably the best wife any of our leaders have had. She's got, a bunch of good sons, and she served as their steward for a good while, and, just hope she doesn't make a Norman son. Alright, it looks like the Grand Master of the Hospitaliers has been defeated, and the Turks have gotten these 3 provinces from them. They still have their Jerusalem and Tripoli provinces, so that's still kind of a stumbling block for us. But their Mesopotamian provinces we're not really interested at the moment. In the future we probably will be, but yeah. Really just keeping an eye on their progress against Venice now. And speaking of Venice, here they come. And they're already here. Looks like they were defeated by the Turks, though. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just have to find out. Looks like we got a Catholic conversion in Hijaz. That's great. Let's put it in cultural conversion mode. Looks like Venice is a pretty large army here. Looks to be about 2,000 or 3,000 guys. So we'll see where that goes. The Turks probably have a bunch of guys. We're down to 1.1. I think I'm going to just let it go down to 1 before trying to assassinate the other guy. Just check on our progress. Still the same. Alright, and we'll be back in a while. Oh, this is pretty nasty. The Pope demands the revoking of lay investiture. We can accept, institute church supremacy, our prestige goes down by 50, but our piety goes up by 25, or we could refuse and get excommunicated, and our prestige goes up by 50, and our piety goes down by 25. We're going to accept. Church supremacy isn't that bad. We lose a bit of income, a bit of troops, but all in all, it's not too bad. It'll help us convert provinces anyway. All one of our provinces that isn't Christian, but yeah, I don't know. It's not nearly as bad as some of the other ones, and it's not nearly as bad as being excommunicated. So I'm not too concerned about it. So yeah, that's not too bad. And we could always change it again in 5 years when yeah, I don't really care. Alright, we're down to -1 from reputation. I think I'm going to let it go another month, though. Just because, for prestige reasons. I don't want to drop that far, and if I have to lose 200 or 300 prestige trying to kill a guy, I want to make sure I have enough to deal with everything. This is the bad part about church supremacy.